Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Communities grow stronger when people can talk with one another, not only when they agree, but also when they disagree with respect. Listening carefully, speaking thoughtfully, seeking understanding. These habits strengthen civic life. Tonight, our panel asks, how can communities encourage respectful public dialogue? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode, we explored building stronger local partnerships. Tonight, we examine how communities can have honest conversations while treating one another with dignity and respect.
So healthy dialogue is about more than winning an argument.
Exactly. Respectful conversations help communities solve problems, build trust, and discover common ground. Tonight, we'll discuss listening, civil conversation, constructive disagreement, mutual respect, common ground, and practical ways neighbors can discuss important issues together. President Pipeline, when a community wants to encourage respectful public dialogue, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break. Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities encourage respectful public dialogue? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Respectful dialogue begins with listening. People are more willing to work together when they feel heard. Understanding another person's perspective does not require agreeing with every conclusion.
So listening comes before persuading?
Exactly. Communities make better decisions when people understand one another before offering solutions.
Sometimes people are preparing their reply instead of hearing what's being said.
Careful listening creates better conversations.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Encourage civil discussion. Focus on ideas rather than personal attacks. Ask thoughtful questions. Look for areas of agreement before discussing differences.
So respect creates room for progress?
Absolutely. Communities solve more problems when conversations remain constructive.
Respect builds trust.
Trust allows difficult conversations to remain productive.
Common ground often appears after people truly listen.
A wonderful beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses empathy, inclusion, and encouraging every voice to be heard. Captain Constitution explores responsibility, respectful disagreement, and protecting constructive civic discussion. Stay with us.
As watch the years roll by, from mountain dawns and Shenandoah to ships beneath the sky.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can encourage respectful public dialogue. So far we've discussed listening, civility, and seeking common ground. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does empathy strengthen public dialogue?
Empathy encourages us to understand another person's experiences before reaching conclusions. Communities become healthier when people ask sincere questions and listen with respect.
So understanding creates better conversations?
Exactly. People are more willing to participate when they know they will be treated with dignity.
Captain Constitution, what role does respectful disagreement play?
Healthy communities recognize that disagreement is natural. The important question is how we disagree. Respect the person. Debate the ideas. Remain committed to truth, fairness, and civility.
So disagreement doesn't have to divide people.
Very much so. Respectful dialogue can strengthen trust even when opinions differ.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Communities make better decisions when everyone has an opportunity to be heard.
Common ground often begins with mutual respect.
Empathy creates room for cooperation.
Civility protects healthy public discussion.
Sometimes saying "help me understand your perspective" changes an entire conversation.
Curiosity often opens doors that arguments cannot. Market Maverick off microphone, and occasionally the best idea is a combination of two different ones. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical ways communities can encourage respectful dialogue. Professor Data explores research on constructive conversations. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that help neighbors discuss important issues respectfully. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
The tides roll beneath the towering pines, past rivers rushing cold and clear.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed listening, empathy, civility, and finding common ground. Now let's ask an important question. How can communities make respectful public dialogue part of everyday life? Market Maverick, what practical steps encourage respectful dialogue?
Host community forums. Use trained moderators when appropriate. Set clear expectations for respectful discussion. Encourage participants to ask questions before making assumptions.
So structure helps conversations succeed.
Exactly. People communicate more effectively when expectations are clear.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about constructive conversations?
Research often associates respectful dialogue with improved trust, greater willingness to cooperate, better problem solving, and stronger civic participation. Communities often make better decisions when diverse perspectives are heard respectfully.
So listening improves decision-making.
Very much so. Thoughtful discussion helps communities evaluate ideas more carefully.
People's Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Listen completely before responding. Assume good intentions whenever reasonable. Speak respectfully. Look for solutions everyone can support.
Quick thoughts.
Respect begins with listening.
Civil conversations strengthen communities.
Empathy creates understanding.
Respectful disagreement protects healthy civic life.
Happy ecosystems and healthy communities both depend upon balance.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities encourage respectful public dialogue. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
The tires roll across the open prairie.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can encourage respectful public dialogue. We've talked about listening, empathy, civil conversation, constructive disagreement, and finding common ground. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens respectful public dialogue, what would it be?
Listen with the goal of understanding. People are far more likely to solve problems together when everyone feels heard.
Respect the person, even when you disagree with an idea. Courtesy creates room for productive conversations.
Ask sincere questions. Curiosity often uncovers common ground.
Protect the freedom to exchange ideas while accepting the responsibility to do so respectfully.
Nature thrives through balance. Healthy communities do the same.
Look for practical solutions that benefit the community instead of focusing only on differences.
Speak in a way that invites others into the conversation rather than pushing them away.
Continue learning from successful community conversations and improve future discussions through reflection.
Respectful dialogue is not about eliminating disagreement. It is about strengthening understanding. Communities become stronger when people listen carefully, speak thoughtfully, and work together despite differences. Those habits build trust that lasts far beyond any single conversation.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time our panel explores Episode 054, How can communities celebrate local history while preparing for the future? We'll discuss preserving local stories, honoring community traditions, embracing innovation, and helping future generations understand where their communities came from. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage listening, respect, thoughtful discussion, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep listening, keep respecting, keep building bridges, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come